If your life has ever felt like a failure or been a failure, be encouraged by the story of Henry Hudson, a young Englishman raised in the shipping industry owned by his grandfather. He eventually was hired as captain to sail for the Northeast Passage out of Europe, seeking commerce and trade with Asia in order to build up their nation, their communities, and their people. Multiple voyages, run into sea ice and conflicts with crew, challenges of weather and freezing cold waters, and storm, only to return failing to find the Northeast Passage, eventually being jettisoned by the company of his own bloodline. His life probably looked like quite a failure at this point, but he did get an opportunity to sail on. The Dutch East India Company eventually hired him again to find the Northeast Passage. Again, he failed, but he sailed on, eventually sailing down past the eastern shores of Canada, Newfoundland, and the eastern shores of the United States, even finding the settlement at Jamestown in Virginia, before eventually sailing back north and sailing up the Hudson River in hope of finding passage to Asia. He never found such passage. But it's a good thing those failures didn't keep him from sailing on, because he discovered the Hudson River, the Hudson Bay, and New Amsterdam, the Dutch city of was founded by the Dutch on those very waters that he discovered where the Hudson River meets the sea. And do you know what New Amsterdam came to be known as? New York City, one of the greatest melting pots in the history of the world. Historically, a beacon of strength and prosperity, a gateway to America. Might it be that just as in Hudson's case, his failures gave him reason to sail on and discover new opportunities and have new success? Might it be for you, dear patriot, that your failures really are the opportunities for your future successes? Think about it. Thank you for listening. As always, this content is brought to you by the Old Glory Coin Token. If you want to support our effort to preserve freedom for the next generation, please consider holding the Old Glory Coin Token and sending these messages along to people you know who want to do the same.